Welcome to another episode of the Crossy Road Castle Gem Quest. Crossy Road Castle is a game from Hipster on Apple Arcade. In this video, the goal is to unlock the Princess Cherry character from the Candy Cafe Tower. To complete this task, all 5 green gems need to be collected. But before you do that, you might want to familiarize yourself with the new game mechanics. As an example, this tower is very bouncy. It has a sugary theme, so you can bounce off the walls that look like cherry jello. It certainly gives this level a zany and fun feeling. It also feels like Hipster Whale put a lot of extra work into this one. The level design is really good. Anyway, to get to the first gem, look for a level that looks like this. It also has a new game mechanism, Balloon Mode. If you eat specific sugary treats, your character will get big and float upwards. Clearly someone at Hipster Whale has seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This new technique is well done. You can use it to blast into enemies. Not here though, we're just going to float past the birds and to the secret green door above. More balloon madness continues on this secret level. The trick is to float upwards while avoiding the moving platforms. Once you avoid the obstacles in your path, you can collect the gem at the top. It's randomly placed in one of 4 areas, which reminds me of the original Frogger. Here's an alternate path to the first gem. It's a much harder way to get the gem, and in all of the confusion of this level, it's easy to pass the alternate exit. Here's another run at the first gem level. Once you know how to do it, this one's not too much trouble. And as you can see, the gem is in a slightly different spot than last time. Collecting the second gem also requires use of a new game mechanic. I'm not even sure how to describe it, but it's a very distinct feature of this tower. Basically, there are walls that can be eaten. Then, you Pac-Man your way through the wall. The path is a straight line. This new game technique creates rather unique puzzles. That's the secret to the alternate exit. Instead of going to the yellow door, carefully fall towards the lower green door. Eat a path through the wall to get inside. This secret level is a foot race. Again, eating is the key. Similar to the car race on the construction tower, the goal is to go fast. You can do that by eating the walls. However, you have to start from the left side, otherwise you won't get the speed boost. If done correctly, you should easily make it to the gem. You don't need to be absolutely perfect, which is nice. But if you are too slow, then the red wall will appear and you won't be able to reach the gem. Here's an alternate way to reach the second gem room. I usually skip this green door as it's too easy to be killed here. But if you're daring enough, you can jump backwards to the lower ledge. This leads to the green door at the lower right. Here's a look at the foot race once again. On this particular run, I made 2 mistakes, but I still was able to win the race. That's a big part of collecting the gems. It's not so much about perfection, it's more about determination. You'll probably have to restart the tower run many times. On this particular attempt, the green door to the 3rd gem was on level 3. The trick is to just float towards the upper left. Here's yet another new game mechanic of the Candy Cafe Tower. I'm not even sure what to call these things. Maybe they're sugar fountains? I don't know. Whatever they're called, they will blast you to the upper deck if you're not careful. Just find the timing and slowly move towards the gem on the lower left side. I suppose there's a faster way to do this, but here I'm taking the safer approach. We're going to skip gem number 4 for now, as that's the most difficult gem to collect on this tower. The door to gem number 5 can be found on a level with many sugar fountains. This room can vary. On this particular run, the door is at the upper right. Come on, lovely bunny, you can make it. The trick is to jump off one of the birds to make it to the upper ledge. This secret level is quite the puzzle. It involves those Pac-Man Walls again, yet the correct path is not so apparent. If you guess wrong, you get sent right back to the beginning, or worse, you can be booted right out of the puzzle. The secret is to go up and around, then out of the middle to the space on the right. Fall straight down to this ledge. That's a very important part to solving this puzzle. Then jump high through the Pac-Man wall and blast up the middle. That's how you can collect gem number 5. Here's an alternate version of the gem number 5 entrance. The sugar fountains push you upwards, but the green door is at the lower right. As you can see, this level is not much of a challenge once you know where to go. The entrance to the 4th gem usually doesn't make an appearance until later in the run, so you'll need to master the boss fights. This game has very difficult boss fights, so I wasn't sure what to expect. When I saw the sign Boo and Ha, I had no idea what terrible monster awaited on the other side. One thing's for sure, this boss fight is way different. It took me a moment to figure out what was going on. It's a game show. I like to call it Crossy Kombat, because basically it's part fight and part Easter egg hunt. The objective is to collect more eggs than the opponent. It's actually kinda easy. I've played this battle all the way up to level 91, and I still haven't lost. Perhaps it's all those times playing Joust in the arcades. But that's what's surprising about this fight. You can't be stunned, at least not on the first 3 versions of this fight, but you can stun your opponents. So, jump on their heads and collect some eggs. The battle is won when the score has been reached. The higher you go, the tougher the score requirements. On this particular attempt, the entrance to gem number 4 appeared on level 86. That can be pretty grueling, as this tower has some pretty difficult levels fairly early in the run. The trick is to float up to the green door at the upper left. This leads to a secret level that looks like a pinball table. Now this reminds me of Sonic's Pinball. I didn't know what to do at first, but it's clear that the blue shields need to be removed first. That switch is located on the far left ramp. While trying to figure it out, I fell down the middle. So, after many failed attempts and another 77 levels later, the path to gem number 4 was here again. Here you can see I'm smashing the brick wall before attempting to go higher. The bird takes care of itself. On this attempt, I figured the best idea was to follow the most coins, so I carefully slid down the left side. This put the bunny on the left bumper. Carefully jumping upwards, trying to avoid touching the sides of any jello, the path to the switch was clear. The trick now was getting back down and then back up to the gem. I used the left bucket to blast to the right bucket, and then I jumped back up to the gem. I'm glad I only have to do this once. But after all the hard work, the reward is really nice. It's Princess Cherry. She seems like a great teammate for the prince. Anyway, that's how you unlock Princess Cherry. But since you're still here, you can join me on a bonus quest, the Level 100 Achievement. The objective is to reach floor 100 in Candy Cafe Tower. This achievement is well named. It's called the Cherry on Top.